5 Best Techniques for Studying Effectively. Presented by Mind Matters. In a world where studying often feels like an endless cycle of repetition, it's crucial to understand that not all study techniques are created equal. If you're tired of spending hours upon hours searching for the perfect study strategy, you're in luck. In this article, we're going to delve into the science-backed methods that will set you on the path to becoming a master student. These techniques will give you a significant advantage over your peers, making your study sessions more effective and less time-consuming. Technique 1. Creating memory palaces. Imagine having a memory so powerful that you could recite thousands of digits of pi, or remember vast amounts of information effortlessly. This might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's attainable. Memory athletes use a technique known as memory palaces, which is based on an ancient Greek method. The concept is simple. You visualize your surroundings and associate objects within them with the information you want to remember. When you need to recall that information, you visualize these objects in your mind. This technique leverages your brain's innate ability to remember locations and images. How to create your memory palace. To create your own memory palace, follow these steps. Number 1. Choose a familiar location. Start with a place you know well, like your home or school. Number 2. Identify key locations. Select specific spots within your chosen location, such as the living room, kitchen, or bedroom. Number 3. Associate information. Link the information you want to remember with objects or features in these locations. The more vivid and imaginative the associations, the better. Number 4. Visualize your memory palace. In your mind, walk through the location and recall the associated information. Number 5. Practice. Regularly revisit and mentally traverse your memory palace to reinforce the associations. Technique 2. The Protage Effect. The second technique is what psychologists call the Protage Effect. This is based on the idea that you learn best when you teach others. When you explain a concept to someone else, you're forced to understand it more deeply, recall it accurately, and apply it effectively. This process is known as depth of processing. The Protage Effect is a powerful way to enhance your understanding of a subject and commit it to memory. To apply the Protage Effect to your studies, follow these steps. Number 1. Choose a study partner. Find someone willing to listen and learn from you. Number 2. Teach the material. Explain the subject matter as if you were the teacher. Use simple language and clear examples. Number 3. Encourage questions. Invite your study partner to ask questions, which will further deepen your understanding. Number 4. Discuss and review. Engage in discussions about the topic and review any challenging areas. Technique 3. The Faman Technique. Physicist Richard Feynman's technique is a 4-step process that can help you master any subject. First, write down the name of the concept you want to learn. Next, explain it as if you were teaching it to a complete novice. Identify any gaps in your understanding and revisit your sources to fill those gaps. Finally, simplify your explanations as much as possible. This technique forces you to break down complex ideas and make them more accessible, leading to a better understanding. To make the most of the Feynman technique, follow these steps. Number 1. Choose a topic. Select a topic or concept you want to master. Number 2. Pretend to teach. Write or speak about the topic as if you were teaching it to someone who knows nothing about it. Number 3. Identify gaps. Note down any areas where your explanation falls short or lacks clarity. Number 4. Deepen your knowledge. Go back to your study materials to fill in the gaps and improve your understanding. Number 5. Simplify. Rewrite your explanation using simple language and clear examples. Technique 4. The Zari Effect. The Zari Effect is a psychological concept that suggests you remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks better than completed ones. When you start a task and then interrupt it, you create a tension that keeps the task at the forefront of your mind. This tension can improve cognitive function and memory retention, so taking short breaks during your study sessions can actually help you remember the material better. To use the Zari Effect to your advantage, follow these steps. Number 1. Plan short breaks. During your study sessions, schedule brief breaks in which you engage in unrelated activities or simply step away from your desk. Number 2. Embrace the tension. Recognize that the feeling of an unfinished task is a sign that your brain is actively retaining the information. Number 3. Return to your studies. After the break, come back to your study material with renewed focus and enhanced memory. Technique 5. Distributed practice. Last but not least, the power of spacing out your study sessions cannot be underestimated. Instead of cramming all your studying into one day, distribute it over several days or weeks. This approach, known as distributed practice, significantly boosts long-term retention. Numerous studies have demonstrated that students recall more after spaced study sessions than after cramming. So when it comes to studying effectively, consistency and spreading your learning out over time are key. To apply distributed practice to your study routine, follow these guidelines. Number 1. Plan ahead. Create a study schedule that allows you to revisit and review material over time. Number 2. Space your sessions. Spread your study sessions across multiple days or weeks, focusing on smaller, manageable chunks of material. Number 3. Regularly review. Periodically revisit previously studied content to reinforce your memory and understanding. In conclusion, becoming a master student isn't a far-fetched dream. By implementing these 5 effective study techniques, you can enhance your memory, deepen your understanding, and improve your academic performance. Remember, it's not about the number of hours you put in, but the quality of your study methods. Take action, and you'll soon find yourself outperforming your peers.